Hello everybody, this is Terry Jeanette with Be Creative, and today we're going to be creative with some homeschooling. So a lot of times I like to just come up with my own lesson plans. We're really close to Thanksgiving, and so today we're going to talk a little bit about pioneers and pilgrims.
So what I did, excuse my scribbling here, but quickly I just wrote down some ideas that were flooding into my head. We've already done some of this. It's like, what is a pioneer? Talked about that a little bit. And we talked about what a pilgrim is. And we talked about Europeans and England and stuff like that. But basically, we're just letting them know that pioneers, pilgrims are pretty much the same. They're people that came from one area and settled another area. We didn't really get in much to exactly why that was. The oldest is 6. And, you know, some of this stuff's a little above their head. We read some books. Let me show you. We read this book about the first Thanksgiving. And we talked about how the children, both from the Wampanoag, Native American people, and the Pilgrims, and how the children helped a lot with planting and fishing and hunting and cooking. And we read in this book, and we learned about the Mayflower and the Pilgrims coming over, and about the first Thanksgiving. We didn't read the whole thing. It's quite in depth, but throughout this month we are going to read this book. For math, we are going to play sorry. They're going to write numbers and all, but I noticed with young, like we have a 4-year-old, for them to count, they like 1, 2, 3. To do that, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I thought playing a game like this where they have to move their pieces in individual boxes and count, that this will help them to be able to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so forth. Write their numbers and letters. But this book right here, it is called The Big Book of Monthly Arts and Crafts. It's by the Mailbox. I actually bought this at a teacher supply store. They got all kinds of cool stuff in there. That's kind of a dangerous place for me to go. But I did buy this there years ago. This is from grades 1 to 3, so it's going to work for years and years. But you can find some stuff like this at the library. But this is broken down into the different months. Like I'm in November, so we have December next. But look, I found this. And this actually kind of spurred my creative juices a little bit and how I came up with this topic. But we're going to make a pioneer rag doll, and we're going to talk about the different toys that the children played with. Sorry for all that noise in the background. They were getting a little wild. I had to calm things down a little bit. They were having fun, wasn't fighting. They were just having fun. But anyway, back to this rag doll. We're going to talk about the toys that the Pioneer and Pilgrim kids played with, and we're going to make this little rag doll. We're also going to talk about how Mom used to make their clothes and stuff, and with the scraps of fabric, they made toys. And they also made blankets called quilts. I'm also going to show them this quilt that my grandmother made from scraps of fabric. When I look through here, I recognize some dresses that I had as a little girl that were made from some of these pieces of fabric. But my grandmother did this all by hand, and it is a queen size quilt.
As far as the rag dolls, that's going to be a whole separate video, so stay tuned for that.
We also have these reading cards that they need to do, and they're doing really well on them. We're also playing around with the handwriting without tears. This has actually been a little thing for them to mess around with, especially one of their friends made them some Play-Doh, and we've been using that for this program. And of course, there's always outside play.
Thanks for joining us, and we hope you have a great day. This is Terry Jeanette with Be Creative, signing out for now. Bye-bye.